Good evening, guys. Mark Daniels from Mark Daniels Motivation. Alright, so I've been posting on a few of the amputee Facebook groups, and after a bit of discussion with a lot of the members, I've come up with an idea. Now, I'm going to be doing probably a three-part series on a guide to be an amputee. The hardest thing for me when I had my accident was that there was no guide to being an amputee. I didn't really know what to expect, and I didn't know how to really deal with everyday problems. So I'm going to be covering a few issues. Today it's going to be based mainly on mental health and dealing with issues such as people staring at you, interacting with people after your accident, body image, and your mind frame. Right. So people staring at you, like, it happens. It happens every day. Now I'm 18 months down the track, and it doesn't get any easier. You're always going to have people staring, but it's the way that you consider it. It's the way that you really like contemplate. And I suppose as amputees, we think a lot of it as, why is this person staring at me? I'm not a freak. And like really, you're that in your head, and it's a hard thing when everyone looks at you because you're different. And I get that, I really do. But try and imagine what it was like before your accident. I think now we're a lot more compassionate because we've all gone through this and we all know what it's like. But you're there and you're walking down a street and you see a person that's had a horrific accident or they've lost a leg from cancer or a disease or infection, any other reason. And you're thinking, like, you're trying to think in your head, you're trying to think, what has this person gone through that is that hard that they've had to lose a leg? Or how did they cope? Like, how would I feel if I had lost a leg? And I think that's it. Half the time when the eyes are fixated on you, that is what's going through the head. They're not thinking, oh, look at this freak, he looks fucking disgusting. No, he does. They're not. That's not how it is. And I think we kind of forget that. All we see is them staring at us and like, you're like, oh, come on, does this guy want to go? But no, in their head, they're just trying to kind of understand what it's like for us. And we kind of need to remove ourselves from our own little bubble and think about the bigger picture. It doesn't make it any easier, especially kids. I think we've all had kids come up, or you've had kids like look at you and go, "Look, mum, that guy's got one leg," and you have the look of horror on the mum's face, which is like, "Oh shit, how do I deal with this?" I mean, I've had it, and I've had a kid get really upset and bawl his eyes out. And I was like, "It's all right, mate. I'm a pirate. It's okay." And then he started like getting really excited. He's like, "Mum, can I lose a leg so I can be a pirate?" And yeah, no, the look the mum gave me then, I was like, "Yeah, have fun with that one." But staring, it's always going to happen, and we're different. We get that. People are trying to figure it out. They're trying to understand it from our side of our point of view. But in the meantime, it kind of upsets us. So if you can, like, educate people, educate them, and be like, look, we get that you want to go. Like, if you want to ask a question, ask a question. Generally, the amputee won't mind. But staring at them like they're a piece of meat, like, no, it's not right. But at the same time, I can understand why. Interacting with people. Okay, this one. Everyone knows an amputee. Just because we're an amputee doesn't mean that we know your mum's brother's sister whose cat was half removed and then got married to the donkey's brother. And people go, oh, there's an amputee, or have you seen this? This guy's an amputee. You could be doing this. We're all different. We're all so different. And people are in different stages of the journey. People are at different abilities physically and mentally. And I think it's a hard thing when they start showing you videos of all these amazing amputees going, oh, yeah, look at this guy. Why aren't you doing this? And this is where you get the point. I'm going to link this in with mind frame. That you can sit there and be like, oh, like, I can't do that. Or you can try and get a bit of inspiration, a bit of motivation from these videos and try and withdraw a bit and bring it into your everyday life. So yeah, like interacting with people, and then you always get the ones that come up to you and go, "Oh, so yeah, I broke my ankle. I was in a wheelchair for a week, so I know what it was like." And as much as it's hard not to just unleash on them and tell them exactly what you think, you've just got to cop it on the chin. I think the thing that we really forget is our partners. Our partners, our family members, and our really close friends and family. Now, we get really caught up in the post accident or post injury surgery, and we get in a little bubble and we feel sorry for ourselves. The pain consumes us, and quite frankly, I was an absolute asshole. I don't know why my mum put up with half the stuff that she did. But we always take it out on the people closest to us. And generally, that is our family or friends or girlfriend, wife, husband. I think we've got to try and look at it from their point of view that they're giving up just as much as we are. Yes, we've lost a lot, but they are having to grieve in their own way. And often we don't really allow them to grieve because we're so caught up in our own problems. So perhaps we could be a little bit more understanding and we could try and look at it from their point of view. I mean, you've got to be selfish a bit being an amputee, and I get that. We do. You've got to, some days you have those bad days where you need 24 hours just to feel sorry for yourself because what we go through, it's shit. What we go through every day is shit. And able bodied people will never understand. Your partners will never understand. And as much as they all try and they all think they're experts and you're an amputee, until you've gone through it, you've really got no idea. So that leads me into mind frame. Now, mind frame. See, I've met a lot of amputees in my journey and through my motivational speaking. And you get two types. You get the ones that live with the victim's mentality, and they can never quite get past what happened or how hard done to they are. And do you know what? That's completely up to them. I've learned that you can't help people until they're ready to be helped. Um, like some of them, I've really tried. I've done everything I can. I've shown them videos. I've talked to them. I've shown them the true potential. And for me, I needed someone to do that to me, and for me that worked. I pulled a guy out of the Navy clearance diver. He got inside my head pretty much the second week and pulled me out of my suicidal slum. And he's like, "Come on, mate, you can do this. You don't have limits." And that little pep talk that he gave me, it changed my life. It set me up, and it really opened my eyes to the true potential. And he really made me what I am today. And sometimes people need that, and other times people need that chance to actually grieve, the time to actually deal with what's going on, and to really try and figure out how the life's going to be. But at what point do you have to stop? I mean, if you're a year or two down the track and you haven't done anything in the last 2 years and you're really struggling, you're not using your leg, you're depressed, you're on heavy pain meds, is that when you start asking questions? I mean, we have some amazing groups on Facebook that are full of supportive amputees. And like any of us, and myself included, would be happy to talk to you, try and help you and motivate you to get through this. And I think we all think we're alone. Like, you get that caught up because all your friends and family are able-bodied, that they don't understand what it's like. They've got no idea. And it gets hard. It really does. I mean, I've been in some really dark places myself. But you've got to lean on those around you. And especially the people that have gone through it. Yes, you might be different, but at the same time, we're all going through the same shit. We're all dealing with the same problems. So reach out. If you need to talk. It's not weak to talk. As a young male, we have it in our heads that we're indestructible. And I always thought mental health was weak and talking about it was weak. But I'd never been through anything like this that had challenged me enough that I needed the help. Now I see a psychologist like every couple of months now. And even though I don't need to, it's just to keep myself clear, to keep myself positive. Surround yourself with positive people. That is the best thing for your mind frame. Alright guys, I'll leave it at that today. Next week we'll be covering some more physical things. If you got any suggestions, any topics you think should be discussed, talked about, post it in the comments, send me a message on Mark Daniels Motivation. It's been great. Yeah, talk to you guys all later.